Go on.
Yeah, sir, could you please tell me the question again? I was not here.
Okay, so I was asking, how was the journey in UMM so far, right?
Yeah.
And are you gaining? Are you changing? Are you learning? Are you moving ahead? Is the question.
Yeah, it has been great since long. Met so many guys, and it has been great. And yeah, learn new things again and again. Changing, always.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Good. So anybody else?
We
So
are at the
as
process of
usual, we'll keep this session more interactive. Like GT Rajan was saying, it is two-way traffic. It's not only you are learning, even I am learning as part of these interactions. Okay, so anybody else would like to give the feedback on the UMM journey so far before we jump into health and spirituality?
Am I audible?
Yes, Munira, go on.
Yeah, that we all are in the process of build together. We are helping each other to grow up, uplifting each and every person, and I am really blessed with having all those people. Like there are more people who every day they are inspiring me. They are the energy back of me. Every day they are motivating me. That's cool.
Yeah, the group energy is different. How much ever you individually try, when the group is working towards a common goal, that is much more powerful. Yeah. Really, Palsina? It's okay. Whatever comes to your mind, you can talk. Don't worry. Okay. Anybody else?
I think Alcina has a lot to say. She's not
Yeah.
able to put it in words because
Correct.
we know
Correct.
how it is, how her journey has been so far. So I
Yeah.
would really like to hear from Alcina what she's experiencing and how it has changed her.
Yeah. Go ahead, Alcina. Just start. It will come. Yes.
Thank you for the opportunity. I am here to share my experience.
Okay.
Nowadays, I am started to sharing something in social medias. I am engaged with that, especially in LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
And yes,
Okay.
my coach promos are helping me to reach that.
Okay.
And started another journey to my career.
Okay.
That's all.
So what do you do as a career?
Not reaching that, but I start something to reach and do that.
Okay. Good. Excellent. So as long as it is helping you, it's great, Alcina. And as you said, there are people who are ready to help and be there together. So make use of that. Som Keshav, would you like to share your experience so far in Ultimate Mastermind? Okay, while Som is getting ready, anybody else? Okay, Som, whenever you are ready, come on and talk about it. Okay,
Yeah.
anybody else would like? Yeah. Who's that? Abhilash, go on.
Yeah. Yes. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I would like to say something about UMM sessions.
Yes. Yeah, say it, Abhilash. Is your connection, there is a problem or what?
Yeah, because of rain, the Kerala is really.
Okay.
some parts, power cut and also. Let's see. Abhilash, are you able to listen us?
I think there is some connection issue.
He's not there in the participant list right now. I think he's gone off.
Yeah, he's joined. He's just
Oh.
joined.
Yeah, go on, Abhilash.
Yeah. Sorry, disconnected.
No issues. Yeah.
Okay. I would like to share some experience when I am in UMM. It's very nice. I think a lot of our UMM members helping me. I'm very amazing about their character, how they treat me like as a kid. Miss Nidhi ma'am and Deepthi ma'am, Munira ma'am, and all other. They are treat me like as a kid. Please, Abhilash, do as fast, do your work every day, do your daily activities. They always push me to scale up me. I'm thankful to all of the members who involved me to grow, and really amazing about their character, how they cooperate like as they are doing like as a teamwork. I'm always happy to their approach, and I'm always happy to in UMM. It's very nice.
Great.
But I'm very lazy person, I think. I did not do anything myself. I'm always doing all activities because of their force. And
But whatever you are doing, you are doing with full involvement and enjoying doing it, right?
Okay.
It should not be just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. And GT Rajan sir, he is a wonderful person, I think. I did not connect him directly. I would like to connect tomorrow or any other day.
Tomorrow make it before 2 o'clock.
Yeah, sure. Yes, sure,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay.
Yeah. So you can connect to each one of you can connect to every one of us anytime. Okay. You have to just send a message, and this is for everyone. You can send a message, including me. If anybody wants to talk to me.
He's my Sanskrit teacher. Abhilash sir.
Hi, Arush.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening. Okay.
Yeah, Arush also treats all of us as kids only.
No. He teaches us as like clients and students. Like he can
Correct. I am very much agree with that.
He's like a big one for us.
That is what I meant. We are kids, so he is the
He is an encyclopedia. He
Yes.
knows everything, almost everything.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, Munira ma'am, she's helped me a lot. She's the way of approach. It's very nice. Very inspirable.
Abhilash, the first day you told me that you are very much afraid of speaking in English. Now I'm very much amazed with what you are presenting here. You are amazing. Super. No words.
But I don't know anything in English. I'm just speaking. I don't know.
That's what everybody do. That's what everybody do. You are doing it well.
I think Abhilash,
Okay, thank you.
efforts, even on your voice messages, the clarity in voice, the confidence is rising. So it's your efforts. So, I think we all need to applaud for him.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Nidhi ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Great, Abhilash. Very good. So
Okay.
keep it up. Yeah. Anybody else?
Elsina
of
is
course.
ready.
Who?
Elsina is ready to speak?
Video of idu.
She already spoke, right?
Adinte photo aanu.
Yeah, Alcina spoke. Yeah. Yeah. Abhilash, can you mute yourself? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Som, if you are ready, please come out and talk. Taha, if you want to say something, say it. Vincent. And Shamir, of course, you can crack a joke at any point in time. Okay. Right. While others come in, let's get started. Let's get started with health and spirituality. So what do you mean by health? What's health for you?
Lack of sickness, absence of sickness. Absence of sickness.
Absence of
Absence
sickness,
of
okay.
disease. Absence of disease.
Absence of disease, okay. Being in ease, not in disease, okay. Anybody else?
Well-being.
Yes, Ratish.
It's well-being.
What are you saying?
He was saying well-being.
Well-being, yes. So it is not only absence of disease, it is also well-being, okay.
Having inner satisfaction also, our all physical and emotional satisfaction and well-being.
Right, so it is not only the physical health, it is also the mental and emotional health, okay.
Well-being
well-being.
of social, physical, mental, and health, and it's not merely an absence of health. Sorry, illness. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not only absence of illness, it is also social, mental, physical, emotional, and everything else. Even if you are physically well, emotionally and mentally well, still social is equally important or more important sometimes. So when you are interacting with people, when you are helping other people, your health actually becomes much better. Okay, anybody else would like to say anything on health? What is health for you?
Health is wealth.
Yes, absolutely. That is the topmost wealth. Without that wealth, whatever other wealth you have is of no use.
Before
Far
people
off.
say if something else, character is lost, everything is lost something. Now we have to
Yes.
change that one. If character is lost, nothing is lost. If health is lost, everything is lost. We have to change that probe now. But character is lost, to some extent we can manage. But health is lost, there is no way. I heard recently someone is saying that is the only thing we can give for our family. We say that what we can give for the family, some people say like we want to make your children to be something or money, some no. Only thing what better health to the family.
Okay. Right. Okay, so let's quickly summarize the whole thing. So I think whatever each one of you said is correct. So the health is a relative state in which one is able to function well physically, mentally, socially, and spiritually in order to express the full range of one's unique potentialities within the environment in which one is living. So that is the definition of holistic health. In the words of Rene Dubas, health is primarily a measure of each person's ability to do and become what he or she wants to become. So this is very important to understand. Health is a relative state in which one is able to function well, physically, mentally, socially, and spiritually in order to express the full range of one's unique potentialities. It is not like everybody else. I think each one of us have our own uniqueness. So we should be able to realize that as well. So that's the definition of health. Okay, now that we understand what is health, so how do you go about practicing good health? How do you take care of having good health, maintaining good health, developing good health? What do you do or what you don't do, and what you're supposed to do?
We supposed to do exercise.
So why do you need to do exercise?
That is exercise only for physical health.
Any of physical or mentally.
So even for
physical,
even for physical health, why do you need to do the exercise?
to look good, like Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, very handsome.
To be physically fit. To be physically fit.
Lovely answer, Jamil.
Otherwise, no one will look, sir, actually.
Okay. So are you doing it?
No, I want to be. I don't know. I'm supposed to be, but unfortunately, no. I say good. I'm supposed to be.
Okay. So anybody else? So how do you maintain your health? How do you develop your health? What do you do? Or what you're supposed to do? And what you're not doing? You can speak for yourself. You can speak in general. Anything is okay. Both are okay. If you speak for yourself, it is much more better. But you can speak in general as well.
Sir, could you please repeat the question, please, one more time?
Yeah. So what is health is what we talked about. Now what I'm asking is, how do you maintain your health, or how do you develop your health? What you're supposed to do, what you are doing now, what you are not doing now.
To me, I have got any health issues, you know.
No,
Anything.
it's not just the health issue. Just now we saw what is health. Health is not just lack of disease or lack of issues alone. Holistic health is making sure that we maintain the great thing, not only physical, it is also mental, emotional, social, and spiritual.
Okay.
So what are you doing about it? See, it is not only you don't come and look at the health only when something goes wrong. But when it is good itself, how can you make it better? How can you make it best?
To me, the things that I'm doing is that I do 100 push-ups a day, 25 sit-ups, like that things. Then meditation 1 hour, that's only. And communicating with some people, as I said. It's all in my project life. I said that.
Okay. So why are you doing all those things?
100 push-ups to be physically fit, meditation to be more fine, to get more attention, more observation, and meeting people to make my communication and my social skills better.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. I think that's a very good thing to maintain. You are maintaining and bettering your health.
Yes.
And I'm sure you must be reading as well, right?
Yeah, I'm reading.
Okay. So what do you do? Are you in the school or college or what? Or are you a professor?
I'm in school.
Okay.
Great.
Now there is one professor, this guy is just 9 years old, but he has a doctorate and he teaches in the college.
Great. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Nice hearing. Okay. Anybody else would like to share? What are you doing to maintain or develop your health?
If no one is saying, I can say. No one is giving. No one is coming
so
forward.
You say first.
Yeah, they will come. They will come
first. You say first.
As per Rajan sir, I say on behalf of Rajan sir, because he is also working in Saudi Arabia. We people in Saudi Arabia, we will not take care about health. We work for 40 years, 50 years, we earn more money. After 50 years, we invest all the money what we earn for our health. Am I right, Rajan sir?
Exactly.
As Dalai Lama once said, people never care for their health and they will go beyond money and they utilize all the money what they earn to take care about their health later stage. That's what's happening now. We think always money will not take care of anything, and after coming from Saudi Arabia with cholesterol, sugar, pressure, all diseases, and we will spend all the money from 50 to 80. I don't know how many years we're going to live, but anyhow, let us consider 70, 80. We will utilize all the money what we earn for later stage. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Okay, anyway, it looks obviously that is not the good way. So what is that we can do?
For that, we can do meditation for keeping our mind strong or knowing ourselves better. So mind is very strong. Any difficult things will make things very simple. If mind is very weak, simple things will be more complicated, more difficult for us in our real life.
Yeah, both are related, mind and body. It's like, it affects each other cyclically. If your body is not well, your mind also will get disturbed. If your mind is
Yes.
not well, obviously your body also will get affected. So it has to be both. We have to take care of both. It cannot be just only one.
And simultaneously emotion also.
Yes, emotion also. Exactly. Right. So, Rajan sir, where are you in Saudi? Riyadh or
I-
Jeddah?
Al-Khobar, very near to Bahrain.
Ah, okay. So, there is another city, no, near Bahrain. What is that? Very famous,
yeah.
famous city.
Dammam,
Yeah. No. Manama.
Manama. There is one more. Dammam.
Dammam is in Saudi Arabia, near Al-Khobar. Only 20
That is what.
kilometers.
Dammam is a famous city there.
Yeah, Dammam is
No,
famous.
Jeddah is very famous.
Jeddah
Jeddah
is the
is-
other side,
yes.
no? Jeddah is the other side.
Dammam is in the eastern province, and in Al-Khobar is a very good place.
Okay.
So many,
Okay.
majority are whites, and freedom
Okay.
also more than the Dammam.
Okay. Good. Actually, in Saudi, you can do great things because you have a lot of time. Like in India, you don't waste a lot of time. So there you can really do something productive.
For my 23 experience, I would say that Saudi is the best place for working and living condition, living cost, and also we can enjoy your life. For my I was there for 23 years,
Okay.
and no traffic, no
Yeah.
traffic.
No
Living cost
traffic,
is
no traffic, and no tax.
no tax, and the
Yeah.
company will also provide, houses.
No tax,
Yeah.
Not it will
15% tax now.
no that
Now-
no that is this one what that is
Yeah.
just 3 years. Before that
Yeah.
there is no tax.
Before that, nothing. Yeah. Okay.
80%
great.
you can save. 80% you can save.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Anybody else would like to share?
For
Ah.
physical health, can I share?
Yeah.
For
Yes, Rasika
physical
first, and then Abhilash. Yeah.
For physical health, we need to
No.
do some workout, and while eating, we should be mindful what we are eating, how we are eating. We should eat right proportion at right time and in right way, and avoid all junk food, packaged foods, and what is not good for our health. So it will help us in longer this like even more of vegetables, fruits, and all we should consume. The natural food, I can say. And secondly, we should be hydrated all the time, take good sleep, go in the sun, walk, and have I can say good state of mind by meditating, or just sometimes becoming aware, being mindful. And our state of mind actually makes us to keep calm and peaceful, and then it in good way it makes our health better.
Right. So you said food you have to eat. No, you should not eat junk food. You should eat good food. You are saying. Why is that? Why do you eat?
Nice.
Why do you eat it?
Because in packaged foods a lot of artificial additives are there, which are harmful for our bodies. So if
Okay.
it is avoided, then in long run we can keep ourselves healthy. So no certain diseases like cancer and all takes place with and those artificial, maybe for flavors or any ajinomoto or anything is added, it will definitely hamper our health. So
But how do we
best
know?
is-
But see, when you are eating, it is very tasty, and you just eat it. So how do you know that it is going to affect the health?
no, we come to know when something is packaged, definitely it is having some preservatives. If something is cooked from directly nature, which is coming from nature, then we are 100% sure that it is some masalas or all I can say legumes and all those are like coming from the farm without any processing. Processed food is always harmful, and we know if it is a processed food when it is packed and coming to us. So we should be very choosy and mindful what we are eating for the whole day.
Mhm. So how do you do that?
Mostly eating home cooked food, avoiding
Okay.
avoiding packaged foods
Mhm.
like ready to eat kind of stuff, or whatever is from outside, like avoid mostly once in a month and is okay, but if we eat home prepared meals, that will definitely give us more I can say more strength, and it will be pure. And secondly, from spirituality point of view also, when something is cooked outside, their energies are put into that person, may be having some good or bad experiences of his own or her own, that is all coming in our food, so that also somehow affects our well-being.
Yeah. So it looks so scary, but yeah, we have to really. So basically, the important thing is the awareness. Awareness on what you really put it. It has to be conscious because the food goes consciously from our hands to the mouth, right? So how conscious and how aware are you on whatever you are eating? Right? That's very, very important. Similarly, whatever you are consuming as your thoughts and the information, knowledge, that is also exactly same as what you said, Rasika, that you can no, you should not be taking the junk, no, from social media, from TV, from wherever else it is. So there also you have to be conscious and be aware what goes into the mind, what goes into the mouth, what goes into the mind. Both are equally important. Yeah, Abhilash, I know you have been really waiting to talk. Go on, please. Yeah, unmute.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Ms. Rasika already something tell. What I am really telling about that. Uh, Only the food. I think the food is the only thing, is a result of our body. I think which type of food we have, that's the result of our body and health. We are always conscious about what we having, and that's the base of our health, I think. Then mentally we have always, that's based on our circumstances and the pupils who interacted me. That's the base of our mental health. We always connect with the good peoples and always having a good friend circle. That's helped me to encourage our mental health, I think. In case of me, that's my experience. That's I'm telling. We always keep a good friend circle and a good books and good thoughts. That's keep our health mentally. And the body is, I think, we which type of we having food, that's the result of our body. We always having good foods and good nutrition food, and the quantity is the must. We what quantity we need, only that's must done, I think. Quantity is also based on our health.
Yeah. So if you're consciously eating, the body will stop at right quantity. But if you're unconscious, it will keep on going more and more.
Yeah. Tasty foods, in case of all our. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Abhilash. Yeah. Anybody else? Your daughter wants to say something, Rasika?
No, sir, she just peeps in.
Okay. Yes, go on. See, even if your physical and mental health is good, if you keep the pent up emotions inside, again, that will affect. You know, there are people who are mentally good, physically also good, but they are not socially active. They don't talk to the people. They keep their emotions within themselves. They don't express. They will also get into trouble. So The emotional health is also equally important. The emotional health is typically looked at in these ways, in 4 different ways. One is awareness of yourself. As a person, am I aware of what's going on within me? So that is the self-awareness. So that will give me the things of what's happening within me. Then second thing is managing myself. Okay, the self-control or self-management. The third one is awareness of others, awareness of the environment and others, how they are affected, what they are thinking, whatever I am communicating, how affects them, how it affects them, whatever they communicate to me, how it affects me. So that is being aware of others. And the fourth one is managing the relationship with others. So these are the 4 pillars of emotional intelligence. So that is something you can look at. I think this guy, what's his name? There is one famous author who has written Emotional Intelligence book. You can read that as well. So yeah. So in addition to the physical and mental health, the emotional health also equally important to be focused on. Okay. Anybody else would like to add to this?
I just want to say regarding the emotional health. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I was having wheezing for quite some time. It was little bad, not like really bad, but then I used to get it on and off. I had a lot of pent up emotions in me. And after releasing that, like when I went to a doctor, when I told this to him, first question he asked me is, what is that so much bothering you in your life? That's when I actually gave the thought. I was so anxious about health. I was so anxious about so many things. So once that was released and I had my own self-awareness, touch wood, I have not had wheezing for a long time. Otherwise, I used to keep thinking, am I going to get, if I go to a dusty area, I used to think, but now there is no thought. I'm not worried about health. I feel I'm emotionally much better. So that really affects. And then when it comes to relationship, there's a lot of energy exchange that happens. So if someone throws any emotion to us, there are 3 ways to, face that. One is to react, that is you reflect, or you can absorb it. You can shut yourself, or you can transform it. So transformation is the best way. If you react, you're reacting, throwing it, and it's becoming bad. And if you're absorbing, you're making yourself burdened. And if you're able to transform, like forgive them, then that's the best way to have a better energy exchange between people when it comes to relationship. So yeah, that's it.
Absolutely. I think well said. Well said. Like you said, no, yeah, I used to be, physically good and mentally good. I also used to, suppress the emotions. And because of that, I also developed a kind of, chronic constipation and chronic acidity kind of thing. And then now I'm working on that, how to release it. So yeah, I completely understand and agree with you. Yes. Anybody else?
Yeah, can I?
Yes, Sarosh.
Yeah, the author of the emotional intelligence is Daniel Goldman.
Daniel Goldman, yeah. Yes, thank you.
I need to read that down. Yeah. Okay, Jessica ma'am, have got that.
Right.
Okay. Emotional intelligence. Dipti ma'am has said nice points. Forgiveness and kindness. Kindness plays an important part in emotional intelligence. We think kindness makes us strong. It makes our heart fulfilled, and some of the people, it's the emotional intelligence not fulfilled by because in past they haven't finished their dreams and fulfilled their dreams, or like some of their past experiences to many people. If we can change the whole perspective of that, then we could change many people's life. Emotional, it's some of that we suffer in the whole world right now.
Yeah, that's true. So what people really need is that human connection, and what they really need is listening. So when somebody talks, if you can really be present fully 100% and listen to them, that itself will release a lot of emotional issues, and they'll feel much more happy.
Yeah. if you're emotionally so healthy, then your physical is also completed half, you know.
Yeah, it's all linked, obviously. Yeah.
It's both
Shall I?
if you're
Yeah.
not mentally.
Yeah, one of the most important thing is getting the right sleep, right amount of sleep. And the second thing regarding the food, choose the right food. Like we should be aware how much protein or such things should be in the food. That we should be aware of that. And yeah, these two things.
Yeah. See, yeah, that's right. The amazing thing is we all seem to know, but when it comes to practice, there seems to be something going not so well, right? So what is stopping us to practice whatever we know? Nidhi, you wanted to say something before? After that, we'll talk about this question.
Okay, when it comes to practice, actually, lot of time, it's as Arush said, kindness or forgiveness. Sometimes we get stuck in things. So let's let go, because your energy, your time is more important. I think let's not focus on what negativity or anything. Let's focus on your growth and people's growth. Be positive with the people who are there around you, because that positivity itself will help you grow and others grow. So that sense itself, I start always things with a positive framework of sentence, because that helps everyone. That helps me also, that every time when I think of a sentence, I have to use a positive framework, whether it is with kids, whether it is with anyone. So once you are with the positive saying, I think that positive saying itself, your thought process also starts working on the positive way. And the way you speak to others, they also start thinking on the possibilities and the positive manner. So I think that positive speech in positive thoughts is very important. That's connected with your mental health and happiness also, because then you are happy. Like if you are stuck somewhere for a minute, it will take you 5 minutes to think about, okay, what will work for me, and just focus on that, because your energy and time is very important.
Yeah. So yeah, the positive attitude and happiness is very important, and that can come only with full awareness. So as long as you are aware, because the world is full of negativity and so much of sadness and all, so it may come and hit you. But if you're aware, then you can change it. Even if something comes and hits you, the negative things, with awareness, you can change from negative to positive, right? So the question I asked is that while we seem to be knowing so much about health, are we able to practice all of them or some of them? Or why are we not able to practice some of the important things? What is stopping us?
Maybe the nature of work we are having nowadays. For example, most of people are working in sitting and working and looking laptops and all. And there was a study that I think it's from WHO. There was a study of people are dying. The people who were worked for 55 hours for a week were prone to die early. And there was a survey on how many people die from the 2014 statistics. So maybe that thing also affecting our health, the mental health, also the physical health. We are not, if we are not work out, or if we are not exercising for the mental, also the physical, everything will be gone wrong, will be not in our way that we are, that maybe the work pressure or the work shift times and all, it's really affecting the taking care of our health also. I think that's the reason for nowadays.
Okay, so why do you work?
For surviving, for living.
Living
Yeah.
what? living with good health,
Actually,
right?
yes, with good health, but sometimes we will ignore that aspect. But only when
Exactly.
we
That's
only
the
think about a responsibility, we will ignore that.
yeah. That's the unfortunate thing, right? We work
Yes.
to really live well, but we
Yeah.
lose our health by focusing on the work or whatever, struggling on the work. That's really stupid. Even I've done that. So when I used to work in the corporates, I used to be really get stuck with the work and not balanced the life properly.
We
So that is
always,
the
yeah, we always say that preventing is good than or better than cure, but we are still looking for the cure thing. Like after everything happened, we only looking for that. Oh my God, this has happened to me only because of this. So that's what we all are doing. We are ignoring,
yeah
and at the end of the day, we are suffering or we are struggling. Yeah.
yeah ignoring and ignorance and also lack of awareness. See, this basic question on why do I work, right? What for am I working? It's for my own well-being, my family's well-being. But what I do is I compromise my own health and my own well-being as part of work. So it is absolutely contradictory. Rather, you stop working. If you're not able to take care of your own health and your family's health, but you keep working, what's the big
Can I
deal?
add a point? Nowadays, we need to take the end, like we need to hit the bottom line. Now, then we learn. If like health be the bottom line, then we learn, not before that.
But that's not the right way of learning, no, Arush.
Yeah, I
That's
said
that's
how it
uh,
is.
that's
Then
not the
we,
human. That's not the human way of learning. Human
yeah,
consciousness, human knowledge, human capabilities are much more superior than that. Even animals learn much more better. Even they don't get hit and then learn.
yeah. Now I'm not talking about, but I'm saying nowadays we take all of that and we don't recognize it, but at last we hit the
Yes,
bottom
exactly.
line, then we
Yeah,
know.
I agree with you. That is a unfortunate status of us that we really lose everything and get stuck. Only then we seem to realize. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So can we be a little bit more conscious and more aware and keep questioning these things and start balancing various things and start doing which is more appropriate? Right? So work is one, like Munira said, work is one where we lose our balance and we completely ignore our health and we just get stuck with that and we spoil our health. What else? Why else we are not able to take care of our holistic health? Okay, I think we are still in the health. We have to move to spirituality, I suppose. Yeah, any other thoughts? Go on and share it. So if not, keep thinking about it. We can, yeah, the whole week you have to really actionize and do something different holistically. So in this note, let's move on to spirituality. So what is spirituality for you? So the holistic health also involves spirituality, including spirituality is holistic health. But spirituality as such is much more wider, of course.
To many people, spirituality means many things, but to me, it's that to be at the fullest part of your life and sit like, be like you're fulfilled, not having a regret, feeling like satisfied, just knowing and fulfilled, like living our upper state of life, you know. Many people it differs. To me, is that
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay. Anybody else? What is spirituality for you?
For me, spirituality is like being present, connecting to my
Can you raise your volume, Rasika? If you are in headset, you bring it near. Otherwise, talk near the mic.
Am I audible now?
Yes, now it's good. Yeah.
Okay. For me, it is like spirituality is being in present, aware, having awareness of the presence and the surrounding, and
Mhm.
to connect to the inner self, having a peace, and also my higher self, to the universe, connection with the universe,
Right. Yeah.
and radiating blessings to the other beings around in the world,
Yeah. And
sending the
also,
blessings and also receiving the blessings.
exactly, receiving the grace,
Grace.
yeah, which is already available in the universe, as you say.
Everything is the abundant. We are only not taking it.
Yeah. So it's the human gadget is a really amazing, sophisticated gadget in the universe, right? So any gadget, even the mobile, you need to do proper configuration to make it work effectively. So similarly, our human system needs to be properly aligned and configured to receive the universal energy and universal force. So that's where there are some things like yoga and meditation and all those things are there to help you to fine tune your own the human system, right? So I think each one of us would have experienced at various point in time the kind of insight or the kind of energy which we cannot even imagine in the normal circumstances. But in few instances, we might have heard, we might have experienced, what is the potential of this human system. And it is possible that continuously we can be in that state if we fine tune our system properly. So that's where the spirituality comes into picture. And there are so many people who are given so many tools and techniques for us to fine tune our system. And of course, religion is one way. So many religions, they came out with their own ways of helping you to fine tune your system. But over a period, people either lost it, what they're really saying, or misunderstand and go into completely different direction, right? So religion is supposed to be helping us to become spiritually active and more powerful in the world. But sometimes it gets into trouble. But we don't need to be limited by that. We can go much beyond and understand what is really required for this human system. And it's now we are in the information world where we can get whatever we want, not only just the information, even the connecting with the people, right? We can connect to the best of the people across the world through the technology. So while technology has its own challenges, it also has the good things, right? So let's see how to make use of that technology for our growth and our well-being, our spirituality. Right. So what's spirituality for you? Anybody else?
Yeah, sir.
Yes,
I want to say something about spirituality.
Yes.
I think in case of me, spirituality means I am happy with what I have. I don't need anymore in my life. I am satisfied. I don't need any wealth. I'm satisfied. I don't need anything. I always satisfied in my life. Then I turn to spirituality. In case of me, I think I don't know. all are that way. I don't know. For example, the Lord Buddha, he turned to spirituality. He left his home and he turned to spiritual way. We
You
can
can be,
always
you can,
having spirituality.
Abhilash, just one point.
Yeah.
You can be more spiritual than Buddha, still staying in the home. You don't need to leave your home.
No.
Sorry.
That cannot be able to spiritual.
It is possible.
How can possible, sir? How it will be possible?
Why is it not possible?
I am in home. I am in very troubled. I am in front of my wife. I am in front of my children. How can it possible spiritual? It's impossible.
Vilas, everything is possible, but only correction. I like to make, be contented what you have, but always take.
How can I manage with courage, Miss Deepthi, ma'am? That's courage it's not the word. That not work. That the idea is not impossible in home. We are in home. We like a cat. Simply sit.
No, it is possible, Abhilash. It's only that, do we want to do it? Do we want to take control of our life? See, if you change yourself,
in my life, I'm sometimes, Miss Deepthi, ma'am, she said sometimes before, spiritual, emotional, about something emotional. I got emotional in my life. I'm very emotionally from my home. I left with my home and travel 3 or 4 days and come back to my home without anyone's contact.
So not only just one minute, Abhilash. Is that your daughter talking or somebody else noise is coming? No, it's okay. It's okay.
We can say hi to us. Actually.
Yeah, it's okay.
Hi.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Spirituality about spirituality is we cannot we cannot handle with our home. Spirituality is
that's a wrong idea, Abhilash. It can be handled, but it's not easy. I agree, it is not easy. But if you truly want to be doing it, you can do it. But then see, you know spirituality is so great, so important. Then why are you not leaving your house and go and become a spiritual person?
Sir, please one more. I can.
No, you said that you cannot become spiritual within the house. So then you know the importance of spirituality. So then why are you not leaving your house and going and becoming a spiritual person?
I'm living from my home means for getting some mental satisfaction, for peaceful mind. So I'm getting leave from my home, I think.
So are you going to leave or not?
Yeah, I'm leaving from my home.
When?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm leaving from my home to get some get some peaceful mind. So I get back to my home. Yeah.
Okay. No, of course you can go to Vipassana for 10 days. That really helps. There are Vipassana centers all over. So that will help you. That will help you.
Okay,
so, but once you practice, even in the middle of the war also, you can be spiritual. See, war is how difficult it is, right? So in the middle of the war also, people were spiritual, people are spiritual. So you are saying just the family, you are saying it is not possible. It is possible. But we have to educate ourselves, we have to practice, we have to experience about ourselves.
Raman, you don't want him to be happy, huh? You don't want him to be happy with his family.
If you are happy, family will be happy. If you are truly happy, the family will be happy. There's no doubt on that, because you will radiate the energy, the happiness. Everybody who comes near you, they will automatically become happy and energetic. That is very much possible. So it's only that we are lazy and we are ignorant and we don't want to put in effort to make ourselves energetic and happy. We can do that from anywhere.
Ramasan sir.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Deepthi, please. Okay, thank you. Sir, actually, I was under the impression when childhood onwards, when I'm hearing these words, spirituality, and before 1 year itself, I'm just thinking about Akoris and people who are in Himalayas. We are under the impression that only those people have that potential to be a spiritual human being. So now I'm into that in little understanding. What I understood, that understanding yourself. So be with you. That is most important to understand, be in a spiritual way. That's what I felt, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You're right. You're right, Midun.
So I wanted to say the same thing, being aware of myself, what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, how I'm being with others, how I'm responding to situation, being aware that nothing other than me is in my control. The rest of the things I have to either accept. So that's my idea about spirituality, being connected to myself.
Yeah. So two things, typically when it comes to spirituality, two things one needs to understand. One is understanding ourselves. I as a person, who am I, what am I, right? Am I just this body, this mind, or emotions, some internal energies? Is there a soul? How is it working? How it survives, how it is more powerful than what looks possible, right? That is one thing, understanding the self. The other one is understanding the whole universe. How this whole universe came into picture, how does it work? What power makes it work? How to connect with that universal power? So these are the two things. One is understanding the individual self, another is understanding the universe, how it is structured. If you can understand these two things, we really can be in the spirituality. And that's what many people explain. In fact, any religion, any philosophy you take, they always explain about your self, about the cosmos or the universe. Psychology and cosmology. Because psychology in the broader sense, not just the psychology we are talking about. I'm saying about the holistic psychology of the individual self and cosmology of the whole universe. If you understand these two things, you will be really spiritual. So for example, the Patanjali's Yoga Sutra clearly explains how do you handle yourself, how do you connect with the universe, how do you get the powers, how do you know how things are working, all those things. So that like that, there are so many other texts also. In each philosophy, each religion has their own way of explaining. If you truly connect with them and understand and follow it, you will be powerful spiritual human being. Right. So Anu, would you like to add to this? What is spirituality for you, or what what do you want to say about spirituality? Anu, are you hearing? Okay, anyway, well, she comes up. Anybody else would like to add? So how do you, okay, now let's go a little bit more specific. So what exactly would you do to become more spiritual and more powerful? What are you doing already, and what do you like to do?
For me, I think I do meditation that allows me to focus more into myself and declutter myself more. Then yoga is one way where we can again gain focus. Then there's an app I use. It's called thinkrite.me. It has a lot of meditations and thought for the days. And I follow that. And that gives an insight to, like, every day they have a topic. So how you are supposed to be thinking and all that. And it's really helpful. I've been using it for a year now. So that's how I'm doing my side.
Okay.
Trying to practice it.
These are the things you are doing already. Okay, good. Yeah.
And also listening to, there is a Brahma Kumari's one, BK Shivani. She's giving a lot of talks on spirituality. So I'm following her. So
Yeah,
I've been listening to a lot of
She
talks.
is an amazing human being. What a
Yes, she's
clarity
the
she
one.
has, yeah.
Yes, she's the one who changed my perspective about life. When I started my self journey, there is when I really I got stuck. She really released me without, just her video, listening to her talks. So she made
See,
life so simple.
that's the power of spirituality. Once she got into that space, she's able to understand and give you all the things. Similarly, you also get into that, you can give that kind of powerful tools and techniques to other people. Each one of us are capable. There is no difference. There is no difference between any of the great people in the world who lived before or who are living now and each one of us. It's only the same thing is that it is only that we have to just realize that potential and follow it up and make it happen. So that's the greatness of spirituality. In other areas, we may have differences. As far as spirituality is concerned, we are all equal. We can be like the greatest spiritual person in the world, if you want to. Okay, so what do you do? Who else? Anybody else?
Ramajan, sir.
Yes, Midhu.
So actually, I do 4 things. As Deepti said, the first thing is yoga, which make me very confident and emotionally stable, and meditation. Third thing is gratitude. And fourth and very important and powerful tool, which I'm using to talk with my friends.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So talk with friends, not necessarily spiritual, but it will help social and emotional, those things, it will be satisfied. But not necessarily it will help you in spiritual, that's okay.
So thank you. So I would like, I mean in this way, sir. Actually, when I'm in a very low way, and when I'm talking with not everyone, even though my close friends, some people, they are very positive, right? So that energy will get and they will boost up.
Right.
That's it. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, good. Yeah. Yes, anybody else? Thank you, Midan. Munira, what do you do to develop your spirituality? Or
I do to be with my close friends, that also Nitin said, that also I'm doing or practicing accepting me. I was a person like always cling to my past, and I keep thinking about the mistake that I've done in the past life. Always I was like that person, but now I am accepting as the way I am, and also I'm doing gratitude but after being this with Brain City, and it's really helping me. Today I can say confidently say that I love myself.
yeah, excellent. That's the start of spirituality. Yeah, great. Yeah, we could see from your face actually the way you speak and the way you carry yourself. Yeah, thank you. Yes, anybody else? Rasika, so what do you do?
Actually, I do some meditations, but not very regularly, but I follow my teacher and I attend his full moon meditations, new moon meditations, and there are some special meditations, sometimes 14 hours, 6 hours. So I join those, and lot of learnings, lot of spiritual stories and meditations, and how to self-center, and so many things he teaches, and I really love that, and I'm part of consciousness community. So where weekly we have sessions. on spirituality and lot of very good learnings from him, and that only changed my perspective about the life when I joined, and that made me very free, light, and what I can say, somehow enlightened me. His talks, and also as Dipti mentioned, I listened to BK Shivani also, Sadhguru, and my teacher.
Okay, great. Who's your teacher?
He's Nitya Shanti.
Okay, thank you. Yes, who else?
Okay, we have now time is 10:15 and we have extended 15 minutes more. So Rama said it's a time to wind up. Right? Is it okay for everybody? Or we can anything to more? Do we have to take 5 more minutes?
5 more minutes, Sudeepa.
Okay.
Okay, so anybody else would like to say, okay, while you are thinking some of the things what we can do, as you already, all of you talked about, meditation, spiritual reading or discussions, practice gratitude, spend time in nature. It's really important. Like, Abhilash wanted to go out of the house and go somewhere. Yeah, it helps actually going to the natural places, mountains, forest, Himalayas, sea, it all helps. So when you say spend time in nature, with nature, you can spend time with the people also. People are also nature. People are part of nature. So spending time with the people also, the right set of people, right set of people. No, all the people are good, but people get stuck with their day-to-day issues. But if you can go with the people who are in the right mindset and positivity, that helps, right? Be open to signs from the universe, mindful breathing, embrace your feelings, even uncomfortable ones, which Deepti talked about, right? When somebody talks to you emotionally, how do you handle it? Either you absorb it and you don't know how to process it, you become sick. You resist it, again, you become disturbed, or you take it and transform it. That's the right way. Tune out the noise. So that's, you should have some technique to tune out the noise. Make spirituality a fun. That's most important. So spirituality is not a serious business. You should really look at it as fun activity as well. And of course, you can follow religious practices as well. And most importantly, help others. When you really help others, your spiritual aspect goes up. Your holistic health also goes up. So these are some of the ways of practicing spirituality, and there is a lot more. So yeah, we have 2 more minutes. If anybody else would like to share how you are practicing